It can be sweet, savory, and healthy.
Still ahead, some great ideas for a backyard barbecue or a camping trip. Kevin?
Oh, lots of great snacks over there. Looking forward to seeing some great ideas because our weather is about to take a pretty nice turn. Getting out into the backyard and having yourself a barbecue, it's about the right time for that. Getting to about 19 degrees on the high end for today, just slightly below average, but we are above average for at least the next 4 days after. Those details are next.
Everyone loves a barbecue in the summer, but it's also a time when many of us relax a little and let our nutrition habits slide. Amber Romaniuk is here with some healthy alternatives for the barbecue or for the camping trip. Now, we're going to start with the gluten issue, which is a problem for some people.
For sure.
Right?
So a lot of people have gluten sensitivity, celiac, so they're either trying to avoid or have to avoid wheat and gluten.
Yep.
So there are a variety of great gluten-free options you can get for your hamburger buns and your hot dogs. Care Bakery is my favorite. They do hot dog buns, hamburger buns, pretty much everything.
Okay.
And you can get those locally. It's a local company. So if you check out the freezer section, most of your grocery stores, you will find a beautiful variety of gluten-free bread products that you can take on your camping trip or for your backyard barbecue.
Well, that's good to know.
Important.
In most grocery stores in Calgary.
So ideally you want to check the freezer just because there's less ingredients, which is good, which means it's not going to last on the shelf as long.
Okay, so if you're having a hot dog or a hamburger, you're going to need some condiments, which are loaded often with sugar or salt as well, right?
Yes, and actually aspartame can be in there hidden too. So I often recommend going with organic or naturally sweetened condiments, especially when it comes to ketchup and barbecue sauce. Often if you look at the ingredients label, you want to just check there's no sugar added, and they're sweetened with things like dates, maple syrup, or honey. There's more of that coming out, and if you go to the natural aisle of your grocery store, the health food store, you will find, again, a lot of great options to try.
Also, the Heinz ketchup from the States, it's part of the tariff thing now, where the price may actually be going up, and Canadians might want to get some homegrown stuff too.
Exactly, even better reason to support local.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what do we got here? Some chips.
So chips. So one of the most MSG-laden foods tends to be chips. So these are actually produced in BC, and they're wonderful because they're 100% natural, all natural ingredients, and they have a variety of flavors. So plain, salt and vinegar, barbecue, all your favorites, and they're really crunchy, which is what a chip needs to be, I feel like.
And I like the idea of avocado and lime.
Oh,
that sounds great.
They're so good. They're so good. So nourishing ingredients. You don't have to feel guilty about having chips.
Okay, but after having a chip, you might want to have a drink. Exactly.
So one of my favorites are Zevia. This is 100% naturally sweetened pop, sweetened with stevia and erythritol. No aspartame, no color. They're awesome. They're delicious. You can't overindulge in them.
So it's no sugar and no aspartame.
No aspartame.
Okay.
100% safe. Great for kids, great for adults. I also make popsicles with those and just pour that in a popsicle tray.
Oh, fun.
Super easy.
Oh, clever idea. You also do your own granola bars.
Yeah, so I find this is either a great road trip snack, camping snack, or a barbecue snack. My favorite thing to do, super easy, and I have the recipe on my website, is I take oats and I take quinoa puffs. I add Botanica Health protein powder, which is one of my favorites. 2 scoops allows for there to be about 8 to 10 grams of protein in a bar. Protein is going to help your blood sugar stay more stable. And I love this because, again, if you have gluten or dairy allergies, this is gluten and dairy-free and vegan. I also like to add other things into the bar, so I've added cacao nibs, which is like a chocolate. And I've added
a chocolate replacement, I guess,
exactly, and it's not going to melt, so that's one of the reasons why I love putting it in bars. And goji berries. So goji berries are high in antioxidants. They have that naturally sweet flavor. They're chewy, so they add a really nice flavor. So I love pairing the protein with the Botanica goji berries and making the bars. Again, it's all naturally sweetened, and they're dairy-free, so you're not going to spike your blood sugar or feel really hungry like you want to eat the whole batch. You'll feel satisfied because it's all whole foods ingredients.
Yeah, sounds totally healthy. Okay, and if you're going on a road trip, you might want to have some snacks in the car as you're getting there, right?
Exactly, yes. So I love the bars. That's one of my favorites. I love taking fruits with a little jar of nut butter. So you can purchase it or you can blend it and make your own, but I love taking things like apples, bananas, strawberries in a container, and that's a good snack. When you have fruit, having a fat with it keeps your blood sugar gain more stable, so you're going to stay fuller for longer, and that's the key. I love making veggie bags, so I'll chop up peppers, carrots, cucumbers, and pair that with a hummus, or eat it with a trail mix. So I love making homemade trail mixes. Again,
you do your own trail mix as well?
Yeah, so nuts, I love adding cacao nibs again, goji berries, dried fruits, things like that. These are the kinds of snacks that will keep you satisfied on your road trip. They're not going to leave you feeling guilty. And when you get to your destination, you're not going to be ravenously hungry or hangry.
Now, how does this relate to, or hangry? You don't want that.
You don't want that.
How does this relate to a more ketogenic diet then?
So, not much of this is keto friendly.
Okay.
I actually am not a fan of that for many different reasons, just because I see a lot of complications come from it.
Yeah.
If someone is doing a keto-based eating plan, they're probably going to have to prepare a bit more, like prepare their proteins, prepare the vegetables, and bring some snacks available, maybe like an avocado with them. But ideally, we want balance, and so we can definitely have an open mind and be a bit more creative with that. But I often find, you know, if we eat well and we treat our bodies well, we don't have to do any kind of restrictive eating style.
Yeah.
So we can actually enjoy things like this, and it will not have a negative impact.
And there's a whole ton of things to enjoy here as well.
Exactly. There's so much more, too.
Lots of variety.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And you can get Amber's granola bar recipe at her website, amberapproved.ca. She's also on Twitter at Amber Romaniuk.
All right, thanks, guys. You know.